It is widely known that many people nowadays use dating apps to find their dream love. But most of the time the expectations are disappointing. And today we'll discuss a live experience. Let's see how Natalie handles the situation. Love Hard is an American romantic comedy movie directed by Hernan Jimenez. The main character of this story is Natalie Bauer from Los Angeles, who is working as an online column writer for social media. And she makes a good career because she writes about her disaster and unlucky online dating experiences under the pseudonym Always a Bridesmaid. She doesn't reach the success in dating because she matches just with married men, the ones who pretend to be 20 years younger than they are, or guys who don't show up for no reason. After hundreds of futile attempts, her best friend, Carrie, advises Natalie to extend dating app search radius to the countryside. Not paying attention to most of the profiles, she finally matches with a seemingly perfect man named Josh. While his profile shows his favorite Christmas movie is Love Actually, Natalie shows interest, saying that her favorite Christmas movie is Die Hard. Natalie realizes that Josh is not only attractive but also quite interesting, charming, and warm. They start talking on the phone a lot. He even has read her favorite poems from her childhood.
Long to see. Through gypsy camps and swirling Arab fairs.
However, Christmas is coming and Josh texts Natalie that he really wishes she was with him. Her boss Lee asks her about the reason she has stopped writing articles about her unlucky dating. She tells him that she finds her soulmate, but the problem is they have never met yet because he lives 3,000 miles away from her. Natalie decides that she must go and visit Josh for Christmas across the country in Lake Place, New York, and it is going to be the happiest and fantastic love story for her column. However, Natalie's boss Lee believes that this match could indeed be Natalie's most terrible date and could make an excellent feature for her column. And that's what happens when she arrives at Josh's house. She meets his Caucasian mom, Chinese dad, and grandmother, who are thrilled to meet Josh's attractive date. Much to her surprise, the person who she was expecting to be her love, Josh, isn't the same guy in the profile.
Surprising you for Christmas.
Disheartened at being catfished, Natalie storms out of his house and walks into a nearby bar and gets drunk. Now, Natalie sees the man in Josh's profile walking into that bar. After a quick phone call with Carrie, she convinces herself that this man could indeed be her one true love. Confidently, Natalie saunters up on the stage, intending a sexy karaoke performance. However, getting drunk with a cocktail with kiwi, her face swells up with allergy as it was. She ends up in a veterinary hospital where Josh has taken her. After a discussion over their dating mistake, they make a deal that if she pretends to be his girlfriend in front of his family for a week, Josh will hook her up with Tag, whose picture he has in his profile, and who Natalie has met in the bar. Natalie and Josh spend some valuable time together with his family pretending to be in a relationship. Meanwhile, he helps Natalie to learn about Tag's interests, such as reading works of Thoreau, which she hates, and rock climbing, which she doesn't like as well.
Maybe later, Grams.
Downstairs.
Yeah, Natalie and we have to head out. I'm going to show her a grand tour of Lake Placid and show her the story.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's a great idea.
Once she almost loses her consciousness during her terrifying rock climbing because of dizziness, but Josh comes and helps her to go down. Through their self-created adventures, the couple learns a lot about each other. Natalie discovers Josh's hobby about candle making, which waken the memories in mind through smells, and how he thinks it can be a perfect business, but he feels embarrassed to admit his amusement. She is later introduced to Owen and Chelsea, Josh's brother and sister-in-law, who love showing off and being the center of attention. Natalie insists Josh never let those two steal the spotlight from him. Trying to be in the center of occurrence, Owen announced his wife Chelsea's pregnancy. Josh takes Natalie's advice and proposes to her on Christmas in front of his family, just to make Owen mad. Natalie is quite angry, but even though, she says yes to avoid the embarrassment. Both of them pretend to live in a fake engagement while Natalie continues to meet Tag. Owen finds out about Natalie dating Tag as he sees them at Abbott's steakhouse. Unfortunately, Natalie realizes how incompatible she is with Tag and her deepening relationship with her fake fiancé. Consumed with guilt for trapping Natalie in a dishonest relationship, Josh decides that he will tell the truth to his family. Surprisingly, Josh's family has thrown an engagement party for them at Abbott's Steakhouse as insisted by Owen. Tag's family, her boss Lee, and most of the town citizens are present at this party. For some time, they are trying to control the situation, but then Natalie realizes that there is no point to lie anymore. She reveals the truth about her dating mishap in front of everyone. Tag, feeling deceived, storms out in anger and leaves. Josh is heartbroken to find out that Natalie has left. She has written the note for him and put his candles around. His dad Bob sees the candles and feels surprised. Josh confesses that he wants to set up a candle-making business. Fortunately, Bob appreciates his decision and feels happy to hear that. Lee, Natalie's boss, obliges her to give him an article about her last dating. He reminds her that he has fired her before, but she still came back. In fact, she is that type of person who just leaves forever if she doesn't find everything perfect. He asks her why she hasn't left Josh when she found out that he has imperfections. Writing the article about dating for her column, she sees that Josh had actually put out his real self on his dating app profile. She finally realizes her true feeling for him. Once again, she flies all the way to confess her feelings for Josh holding a cardboard chart, like in his favorite movie, Love Actually. After seeing this, he replies to her in a funny way. They kiss and she understands that this is the beginning of something good. That's the story for today. Please, if you like even a small part of this video, like and subscribe for more videos. Thanks for your support.